There's nothing worse than when your game completely disappears for a few holes.
What the f is that, Kenny?
Only for you to find it later when you least expect it. Every Saturday, I tee it up for 9 holes to try and break par, and this is how it went. Let's do it right now. Shortly after introducing myself as the single in this group to this lovely family as the guy with a, quote, YouTube golf channel, I proceeded to hit the worst tee shot I've hit in a very long while. Oh yeah, that happened.
Kenny.
Shot tracer is going to look just lovely on that one. Way to go. Had about 130 yards in, and I was so nervous from the pure shock of that first shot that I sliced this pitching wedge about 110 yards short of the green. Not getting off to a good start here. This was a relatively simple chip that I just hit a bit too hard.
Sit.
And of course, after making an absolute fool of myself, I read this putt correctly and holed it from 14 feet away. Lovely. Just lovely. Should be a 3/4 sand wedge into this hole at about 97 yards. Struck it well, but I'm just being very timid with my speed through the ball. Clearly, I'm still rattled from the first tee.
What the f is that, Kenny?
What the f was that?
It zipped off the green on the right. There's too much spin on it.
We've got about 61 feet here for birdie. Not exactly a distance that you practice often, which you can tell by how I'm hitting this putt with Thor's hammer. Fortunately, I only had about 3 feet left for par after nailing the flag stick.
Or go in.
One of those two. Jeez.
And was able to tap it in to make ourselves a nice 3 on this hole. At this point, I completely understand if you decide to go watch some better golf on another YouTube channel. I won't even be mad at you because this ain't it. Gotta be honest here, I wasn't even sure this ball would go forward after almost hitting it off the hosel, so to make it to the green in and of itself is a miracle for me. Downhill and 30 feet away.
Sit.
Tough putt.
Nope.
And I hit this putt easily 6 feet past.
Hold it.
Not my finest here, but sometimes golf be like this. You know, I could crack jokes here, but honestly, sometimes you just play some very bad golf, and this happens. Rather than edit out the frustration and the bad shots, I include this because I think it's important to show you that this is indeed a part of golf, even if you're someone who routinely breaks 80. At this point, I just decided to focus up and hit a really quality flop shot here to give myself a chance at saving par. Flop probably isn't the smartest option here, but you know, when you're hitting it this bad, you kind of got to go for broke sometimes to get some momentum moving. This putt just ever so slightly kissed the hole. It would have been great to see this one drop here to get some momentum, but on to the next hole.
Yeah.
We finally have a chance to put some heat on the ball and get off the tee to redeem myself. And I hit this one exactly as I envisioned. Free wood,
no, it's going to be a little short.
Fade. This is a tough green, but an even tougher one when you don't hit your chips solid and it rolls out to a big sweeping left to right putt. And left to right putts are always a bit tougher for me being left eye dominant. I just don't see them as clearly as right to lefters. I thought I played this putt with enough break. I was 3 cups outside the left and it was probably closer to 4, maybe even 5 cups. Yeah, this putt breaks that much. Had this flag at about 150 yards, so I went with an 8-iron here. And finally, my golf game decides to show up. Where have you been all my life? But can he make the putt? That's the real question here. Admirable attempt, but it just didn't break the way I thought it would. Still, a great par though.
Yeah.
170 yards here, so I went with 6-iron because I've been feeling a bit more fadey today. And I hit an absolutely wonderful shot.
Come on, beat a number.
Who is this guy, and where was he 4 holes ago? I had about 14 feet on this putt. I thought going uphill it wouldn't break as much, but it did. Overall, a very well played hole to get out of here with a par. Had 159 yards into a bit of cold wind this morning, so I went with 7-iron. Caught it a bit off the toe, which caused it to leak. But I was fortunate enough to catch the hill and kick left onto the green and get ourselves another green in regulation. I have about 21 feet here with a big sloping right to left putt. I put an absolutely good pace on this putt here and thought I had an outside chance of it dropping. That would have been sweet. But 4 pars in a row after the way I started this round, I can't complain. Nor should you listen to me if I did complain. 315-yard par 4. I get a chance to redeem that abysmal first tee shot. Let's see if I can actually hit a solid drive here. Boom! Rip this one straight up the middle.
Good ball.
I had 41 yards, which isn't a number I hit a lot, but let's see how this works out. Not too shabby.
Bite.
Hit it about 11 feet past the flag. I was feeling really good about this putt. Sorry that I blocked the shot with my body. Somehow, it didn't go in the hole. Don't ask me, but I swear this is exactly what happened.
How does that not drop?
Haters will say it's fake, but it wasn't. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Deuces, people. Let's keep it moving.